Hey, Counter-Strike fans, it's me, Floofies, and I'm back for more NAECL action. We got a best of two matchup for you tonight. It's Bad News Capybara versus InControl, but first, a couple of little line items to get out of the way. I got new noggles. They also come in red. If you want to get a pair of your own noggles, I highly suggest you get on over to nouns.gg. There's the new store up now. And if you're looking to get these for free, like I did, if you get in there and do the quests on the website, they're all free to do, mostly free to do. You can earn gold weekly. And if you earn enough gold, which it only takes a little bit to have enough, you can pay nothing but shipping. But it's time to be serious. Time for some Counter-Strike. Green really is my color, isn't it? Look at that. Time for some Counter-Strike. So tonight we got InControl versus Bad News Capybara. And I have to say, this is one that's going to be interesting because Bad News Capybara, they've got 4 wins on the season. The bad news is InControl are down on big old goose egg. They have yet to find their first win this season. And this is not going to be an easy game to do it in. They have faced Bad News Capybara a few times in the past. Just looking at the games for the past, we got CCT most recently last year, where these teams met, and Bad News Capybara took it in 3 games. Before that, they met in ESEA Advanced, and back then, Spectre took it in 2 games. Spectre, the team that turned into One More Esports, that turned into Take Flight, that is now Bad News Capybara. InControl, at the time, Villainous, turned into Nomads, turned into InControl. It's how these things do like to go, but should be an interesting game nonetheless. The big thing for InControl to be looking for tonight is the fact that these are 2 best of ones. So the fact that they won 1 game but lost the match, not going to happen tonight. They definitely have the chance to put themselves on the board here. We've got Nuke, we've got Mirage. Interesting couple of map choices. Nuke, opportunity for maybe a struggling team to overcome a stronger opponent. And Mirage, as always, sometimes you break out into the lead and you take it from there. But the wins here tonight would be huge for InControl, not only because it would get them on the board, because they are the last team going winless. I'm ignoring Legacy in that equation because Legacy have only forfeited 2 matches so far. This would be huge for InControl. The stats don't look great for them. If I could switch over to the stats screen, I would, but I don't have them ready for you right now. InControl, I mean, your stats are not going to look good when you haven't won a game just yet, but they only have 1 player above a 1.0 rating so far. That's going to be JS Feltner. Milo, their opper, is also a pure old 1.0. So not in the best shape, but again, I think Nuke and Mirage can be 2 maps where an underdog team can really get back into it. So we will get into this one pretty soon. Entaro InControl. And yeah, just waiting for the ready check. We're going to get the knife round. Then we're going to get the prediction cut off at the end of the pistol round, and we'll get right into it. So if you are new here, do be sure to look up in your chat window. You can see there is a prediction rolling right now. Those points valuable for some things if you feel like being a VIP, if you feel like getting a Steam profile signature. There are other streams where those points will become more valuable, but for now, just know that that is a way that you can participate in the stream beyond just following, chatting, and all of that. But yes, I do see we have all 10 players onto the server. Really looking to see if InControl can come out of the gate swinging. If they can hit a hot streak, this could definitely be the beginning of a brand new win for them. We did see Super Evil Gang bust out with their first couple of wins last night against Party Astronauts. those were some pretty crazy games. Just to see, you know, a team so high up on the leaderboard now having so much trouble with the roster and finally crumbled. Yes. If you haven't followed, do hit the follow button. And I guess I can say hello to people because the stream game about to start. I see VUS, I see Wiat, Bayou, Papa Gob. Who else is in chat here? We got said Bayou already. I saw Christmas. I saw Urson lurking. So should be a good stream. Should be a good couple of games. It is looking like a possibly pretty chill night. Both these teams pretty low on the scoreboards at the moment. Bad news, Capybara. Again, the one of the two teams that's seen some ECL combat so far. They very nearly got knocked out from relegations. They're kind of back into it just because of the number of teams that decided to decline their invitations this season. We had M80, we had Wildcard, we had Zolo's Laser, all decline invites, and we'll get right into the game. Good old Nuke. Cedar Creek Power Plant. Place of our fight today. If you didn't see the original Counter-Strike Global Offensive trailer, this is actually where it took place. Little fun fact. And the teams will meet. The knife round begins. This one looking strong for InControl so far, but Bad News Capybara are going to fight them right back, and it is going to be the BNC side to take that crucial knife round, get their choice of side. They'll choose that CT side, and we'll get this match underway. All right, and I just got my captions fixed, so if you have any hearing impairments, make sure to turn those captions on. They will be enabled for you this stream. We'll dive right in. So, just around, always a time where you could do some shenanigans. Could be one that Bad News Capybara are going to be all too happy to win, start to bring some momentum. InControl, going to need to be quite careful. Two players positioned towards ramp. Does look like that is going to be where InControl are going to start this round off. A couple of hits onto those ramp players, but oh, Grave Coven going to open this one up. Good crack onto Milo, but Beast and JS Feltner will answer back for InControl. As the B-bomb site opened up, they could take it over right away, but they're choosing to wander back on in. Ooh, they'll be met by Seabass. Gabe, the one-for-one trade. Gabe now has to go huge. The players all out on A site, but it's going to be Tyra with the kill right back. J Chance has to do this one 1 versus 3. Oh, hurt on the ladder. Headshot by Tyra, and it's InControl with the pistol round. A very good way to start off Nuke here. InControl going to be all too happy, and it looks like Bad News Capybara with a little bit of a technical issue. Seabass disconnecting. I'm going to see if I can figure out why my map has decided to say there are 3 maps instead of 2. All right, let's see here. Nope. Game has decided that we are going to 3 maps, even though we're not. So, a little bit of a bug. That's okay. This is a best of 2, even if the lower third doesn't reflect it. We got Nuke, we got Mirage, and that's all you're going to get. InControl with a good start with the pistol. Should hopefully be looking to pick up some momentum against this force buy from Bad News Capybara. MP9s can be all sorts of nasty to deal with for InControl. They'll have to be careful. Ooh, JS Feltner getting activated around hell. J-Chance. It's the battle of the Jays. We start off this round. Does the Deke have it, or is it the SMG? Good damage. Start this one off. JS Feltner in for the swing. Tyra cracks one as well. And it's InControl with the 2-0. Start off the round. East with a kill onto Gabe as well. InControl looking quite strong on this anti-eco. JS Feltner going to find one in lobby as well, and it's just going to be Seabass left alone. Try and mop this one up. But it's going to be Milo with the frag. And InControl, very much InControl. The force spy completely fails by Bad News Capybara. They don't even get a single kill. And to make matters worse, the pistol round did not go well for them either. So already, this map looking quite strong from the T side. InControl looking for a pretty clean 4-round sweep to start this one off on their T side. Oh, that's a funny bomb name. I don't know if you caught that, chat. I don't know if the camera caught it. Bomb was named AMD GPU. Ooh. Meanwhile, we've got a failed nade stack. Bad News Capybara. It's just going to be a farming exercise outside. Brave Kevin taken down and just going to farm up the rest of these ecos. So the pistols nor the nades will be able to make a dent as InControl going to clean sweep the first 3 rounds. Now, InControl, the big choice, the big question is whether you stick to the bonus weapons. InControl sticking to these 2 MAC-10s and Galil versus the much stronger weapons here are the M4s and the FAMAS and the AWP for J-Chance. And it's going to be the big push in through Hut and Squeaky, flattened by Bad News Capybara. 4 versus 2. In the early seconds of the round, Tyra not able to make a difference. So it's just going to be Milo here in the 1 versus 4. See if they are able to change the fortunes of InControl, but I think already 3 rounds to their credit on the T side, they're going to be pretty darn happy with that. Versus 4 for Milo. Ooh, might get wrapped here from outside. Definitely going to be a dangerous proposition, and Seabass with the cleanup will be rewarded with that AK for their troubles. Capybara put themselves on the board. This is where InControl are going to have to be very careful to hold on to the momentum they've been so careful to gather. 3 rounds with 2 of them being completely flawless. The money does start to look good, but it can vanish in mere instance. This off, a big proponent of that. Ooh, only tags Tyra, not completing that kill. There is a tension down on the lower site already. Seabass slips down in through control for the player on the B bomb site. Got a creepy, a sneaky lurk left on ramp for Bad News Capybara. Just boosted on up. So it's going to have to be a big multi-frag here. Ooh, no, J-Chance joining in as well. It's already InControl getting steamrolled by these players' ramp. There's not a whole lot left for it. Not a whole lot even needed for the rest of the team. Seabass with a pushed up position. Headshot on the JS Feltner, looking for more. Not gonna find it. And Beast has to pull off the 1 versus 3 to clutch this round up. Does know there's a player over by the single door, but down to 8 HP. not going to be easy. And Laffy T is going to laugh all the way to the bank with the headshot. So a clean couple of rounds for InControl, followed by some rough ones now that Bad News Capybara are able to fully arm up, and already the op taken away. Not going to be available to InControl. It's going to be full rifles. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, the momentum pendulum swinging back in the other direction for Bad News Capybara. Smoke clears. Seabass does not spot anybody. Might spot this player on top of Twinkie. So it's going to be JS Felter with the shots to ring out. Eliminate Seabass. A lot of control outside removed for Bad News Capybara. That's a big opportunity as InControl start to slip down to the lower site. We have Kevin with a lot of work on his hands on ramp. Doesn't seem to realize the players are already reaching on in. Bomb plant just yet. J-Chance missing a shot. The rest of the InControl side makes their way down onto that lower site. Bad News Capybara still haven't rotated. I do like that with the extra player, InControl have left Dylan on the lurk, waiting for anything. Oh, he spots the toesies, but gets spotted as well. Some critical damage as the bomb is planted. Now InControl looking for another 5-player survival. Not going to happen as Gabe removes Dylan from the equation. This 4 versus 4 is going to be a save as Bad News Capybara like, all right, understandable. You get that one. Hold one over on us. You got the push down into secret. See if they can hold on to these weapons. Laffy T's in position on the stairs. Oh, but turned on by Tyra. So it's only 3 players to survive here from the Bad News Capybara side as InControl push themselves up to 4. So it's been a bit. That's actually the first bomb plant win that we've seen so far this game. That's the first time the bomb has actually really been needed in a lot of eliminations so far this half. InControl, what is the next way that you will stay in control of this game? Keep your foot on the gas pedal if you want to keep rolling along here on Nuke. Bit of spam through Squeaky. Gonna leave Beast on top. Only by a few hit points. What I'm more interested about is when this op is going to get activated for J-Chance. You can see InControl are holding for the push. Holding for the lobby crunch. Bad News Capybara not interested in trying to go aggressive on the CT side. It is going to be on that T side, take initiative. We did see them do it, going down into secret. This time, going to be quite a bit more difficult. Seabass, the wounded player for Bad News Capybara, slips down into that lower site. Ooh, J-Chance doesn't quite hit the first shot. InControl will give him the opportunity to get repositioned, but again, the smoke to block off this scoped weapon. Flash on through, but InControl keeping this one slow and careful, going for the upper bomb site. First kill will be Gabe, traded back and with interest by Tyra. Now, players up in heaven will be naded. Grave Kevin flat and J-Chance able to get to 1, but Tyra gonna clean this one up for InControl. 4 kills keep InControl in the driver's seat. And you say to yourself, man, 5-2 start on the T side. And that is going to mostly reset the economy for the Bad News Capybara side. That's got to feel pretty good. You're managing to just barely win those rounds on inches. InControl going to be feeling like maybe there is a chance. Is this the one where we are going to start off our season? It's been a quiet one so far. They really could use a W. Once again, InControl not going to give up any information too early. These pistols ever dangerous on Nuke. We got 5.7s, we got P250s. Halo going to be in a position to get set up. Ooh, there is the first, looking for more doubles up on Seabass. And it is an utter steamroll for InControl. They gun down all 5 without losing a single, but it is just pistols for the Bad News Capybara side. Now, quick timeout for the Bad News Capybara side. Bad News with a proud tradition of continuing the we don't know what to name ourselves, so we'll name ourselves Bad News and an animal. The Bad News Bears, got the Bad News Eagles. Of the 3, Capybaras would be the ones that I'd want to chill with. You ever see those guys? They just kind of sit in the sauna. They're like, life good. I have a sauna. What else do you need? Not a data, just a sauna. Very funny. I think you should co-cast with me. That would be great. No. Ooh, see? Ooh, J-Chan's getting lit down by that Molly, but still going to punish onto JS Feltner. Meanwhile, I love this position by Seabass. Pushing up into garbage outside. Going to give InControl something to think about. Going into round number 9 here. Already with a man advantage on the CT side. InControl. Ever tenacious here on their T side. Looking to continue their winning ways. We'll have to do it without JS Feltner. Big push, though. Bad News Capybara. Gabe getting all the way into lobby. Oh, this is going to be a monstrous lobby crunch if InControl don't spot him out. J-Chance drops the bomber. And now things start to fall apart for the InControl side. Lyra takes down 1. And, oh, magnificent shot on a Laffy Tease. Will be punished by J-Chance, and it's just down to Milo. She's going to choose to save here for the 1 versus 3, but she's got a long 30 seconds to do it. Bad News Capybara just going to hold on to the bomb here. Got 3 players hanging out in lobby. Gives me time to talk about skins if I want, and the big thing to talk about skins is both of the oppers are wielding the same op. It is the op Phobos. It is an op skin. If you are into having a skin for your op. Nothing else really interesting to say about it. It's got a nice black and yellow color palette. That's all the skins conversation I can really have, because there's nothing else super interesting on the server. The M4 print stream, pretty nice. The Gamma Doppler Glock over here, pretty nice, but I don't know. I'm not really feeling it, you know? Sometimes you're not really feeling talking about the skins, but they're good little filler conversations. Now, B26 InControl doubling the rounds of their opponents. Question is, can they get just a couple more? Gabe, oh, lurking behind the smoke, not checked. First kill onto Dylan. Trade. Oh, the trade's out of InControl. sublime. They gun down 3. Now Gabe and J Chance gonna have to do this in 2 versus 3. Good start. Gabe rolls over 2. Can he get the 3rd? Yes, he can. Gabe completes the ace here for Bad News Capybara. That will push them up to just having 2 rounds separating these 2 teams. It does look like it's something out of Alien or like Doom. It certainly is an op skin. Not an exciting one. I feel like I just want a weapon with a stat track counter. Op Phobos is certainly a skin you could buy. Alright, well, that's not going to turn off the economy of InControl just yet. J-Chance again looking for the op pick outside, and Tyra will be the recipient. So once again, that's going to be InControl starting this round off 4 versus 5. They've won rounds like this in the past, but you gotta wonder what they would do if they consistently had those 5 to start off the round. Milo gonna slip by into Secret. Do you feel like there's the call that the Opper is still outside for Bad News Capybara, and I think InControl are still gonna be hunting that, but I do have bigger fish, bigger tofu to fry for the Bad News Capybara side. Abe's starting to get, 2 players starting to get interested in through Hut as Dylan, might just be caught from multiple directions here. And will be caught by Gabe. So 3 versus 5 now. Not a whole lot of time left for InControl to win this one. They have players coming in through ramp. Brave Kevin just rolls over 2, looking for the 3rd, and it's Seabass on the cleanup. Bad News Capybara with another flawless round on their CT side. Looking to even things out at 6 to close out the half. They might just have the opportunity as InControl's economy not in the best of states. We can even see a bunch of pistols chucked onto the ground. It's like, hey, I had extra money, so I'll just like buy a bunch of pistols for the rotate. A little bit of a missed molly there. Does lock the InControl players into their spawn. Sometimes you're going to be unlucky with the early release of that. You got to try to get it down to lock off HUD from letting someone hold. You're trying to bust out a squeaky. This will not go the way of InControl, and with these weapons... It slipped. Sorry. Anyway, InControl on pretty sorry by going into the last round of the half. They do have the couple of SMGs from Milo and JS Feltner. See if they are able to activate with those. You gotta think that with these weapons, the place to go would be that upper site, and Tyra already 2 players rolled over, but Brave Kevin gonna answer back. Oh, but the SMGs might just have this. 2 versus 5 now. 2 versus 1 now. J-Chance on the AWP to try and win this round, even things out for the Bad News Capybara side. Does hear the players head down through vent. Will attempt to make it down secretly, but JS Feltner in position, gonna mop that final kill up and mop up the final round. 7-5 on the T side half for InControl. As we go into the second half, I do want to say thank you to those that are hitting the follower button. I do have this button that thanks you in the chat, but again, thank you for hitting that button. Anyone choosing to follow or just lurk does help out the stream. So, yeah, just thank you for hanging out. With that being said, let's head on into the second half. InControl, still looking for that first win. Bad News Capybara leaning toward the upper bomb site. J-Chance making some noise outside, trying to pull some attention onto himself. Is going to pull Tyra, but Those are some magnetic bullets right onto the head, and Dylan now playing for Mini. One good headshot, but it's answered right back. And it's 2 versus 3 on the retake already for InControl. This is not going to feel good whatsoever. JS Feltner spots 2 inside of Hut, but can't get the kills. It's going to be all up to Tyra. Cracks Grave Kevin. Needs 2 more. Does not have the kit either. Just going for the tap, but I think Bad News Capybara are wise. Oh, not quite. Gabe steamrolled, and it's just going to be Seabass left. That bomb getting quite low. The only thing you can do is go for the stick, but it's not going to happen. Tyra does end up with 4 on the round. The Bad News Capybara will win the round in the end. Seven to 6, and this time it's Bad News Capybara's turn to turn things around on that T side, get that early momentum rolling. Let's take a quick look. Does look like we're gonna get a mostly save round from InControl. Tyra gifted over the Deeg or self-bought, looking for some one taps. The rest of the team gonna be stuck on those USPs. This should be a pretty good round. Pretty good opportunity for Bad News Capybara to even things out. I do like the presence of mind for InControl to not force this one up, to know that, okay, we can let them tie this one up and then answer that one back. You know, it never feels good to just give up a round, but... And it's never actually a full giving up. You know, the USPs can definitely answer if you group them up together, get 1 kill, pick up a primary, and go from there. But it's not what InControl have elected to do, so they will fall one after another. JS Feltner, the last player standing. It does look like none of the other games have ended so far, but the closest one to ending is Chill Guys versus Super Evil Gang. Chill Guys are up 11 to 3. They're just chill guys, you know? What do you want? So 7 to 7 here on Nuke. And it is going to be the buy for InControl. See if the Polar Gang has what it takes to win back the momentum. Very fast round. JS Feltner, gonna follow into defense, but Laffy T's ready for it and is gonna open that one up, and that's a Mac 10 kill, so $600 into the pocket of Bad News Capybara. Tyra now watching for the push outside. They have to know there's a player underneath. So suddenly this round gets weird in a hurry. Laffy T's in a position to cause havoc while the rest of the Bad News Capybara attempting to make their way across on into secret as well, and they will successfully do so. So Dylan going to be the one to have to hold back the tide. All 5 players into control. This is a tough spot to be in, but Dylan, cool, calm, collected for 2. Grave Kevin answers back, but it's a 3 versus 3. Tyra does remove Grave Kevin. The 3 versus 2. Bomb's still not down. There's a sneaky lurk in the form of a Gabe. Looking for these players on ramp. This one feels... Oh no, not checked. It's the double. And Tyra has to do it all alone, but Gabe is ready on red box for the 3rd. Rent me some DVDs with that red box. It's an old reference. People probably won't have any idea what I'm talking about. If you didn't know, I'm old. Someone in chat, please tell me you know what red box is. Please tell me I'm not the only one that knows what red box is. Alright, chat's having a nap. That's okay. We got a crazy round to start this one off. A big push into the radios. Milo rewarded with one, but a dunk by Gabe will take the advantage right back into the hands of Bad News Capybaras. These Capybaras not looking to chill as they grab a 2-round advantage on their T side. Hop out once again for Milo on InControl. And starting to get a little bit awkward here on their CT side. Hopefully they can find their footing. Otherwise, this game going to be over pretty quick. Only 4 more rounds needed on the Capybara side, on their T side. But it's not going to be easy. Momentum, like gravity, starts rolling like a snowball. Again, heavy lobby lean for the Bad News Capybara side. They'll make their way out onto the A-bomb site into the hands of JS Feltner, who's more than happy to take down one. Milo joins in as well, but it's still kills equalized by J-Chance. Milo again cracks another and a third as Beast cleans up. InControl with a speedy win. Start to roll this one back into their favor. Be more than happy to hear it. After 4 rounds in a row, to finally start to claw this one back on your CT side. And now, the fullest of full buys for the Bad News Capybara. Laffy T is the only one with any money left over going into round 18. The full buy come through for the Bad News Capybara side. It's again leaning on towards the A-bomb site. No one, not a whole lot placed outside. Seabass already into secret. Definitely a good position to be in, but none of the rest of the team can really make it there. Bomb on the back of J-Chance, still waiting inside of lobby. Does feel like Bad News Capybara are just looking for that A-bomb site with a lurk and a side of fries. Maybe, just maybe, they will edge their way on over toward ramp. And they've got players here to deal with this. Dylan Latins Gabe does have to back off down through ramp, down onto that lower bomb site, and into the hands of Seabass as well. So this one does get a little bit weird. Playing from the dark spot. Here's the footsteps. Seabass takes down JS Feltner. Grave Kevin is going to join on in. 2 versus 3. Seabass with another. And it's a 1 versus 4 for Milo, who will opt to just go for the early save all the way back into the CT spawn. This Bad News Capybara cap off the 10th round. Double digits on their T side. But look at the health. That's going to be a heartbreaking round for InControl. They're going to get to that next round and be like, oh, we did that much damage? That hurts. Oh, wait a minute. Bad News Capybara hunting. Seabass looking for this. That was one of the full HP players. Milo, can she find more? Yes, she can. It does not look like Bad News are going to be looking to hunt anymore. They do lose 1, but they retain the op, so at the very least, there is that. Control definitely having a rough run of it here on their CT side. answer this one back. Keep this one close and competitive. They do have some good weapons on their CT side. It's just Beast with the MP9 that's going to be suffering with the SMG, but Rifle's unable to start this one off too terribly strong. Already, bad news, Capybara getting down through secret onto the lower bomb site. They'll have to answer to JS Feltner if they want to take the space. Oh, maybe not. Back up through vents means that B bomb site pretty unoccupied by the CT side. Could be a golden opportunity for bad news. Should they choose to take it. Smoke gonna make sure to cut Tyra off from the outside world as well. So it does look like bad news. Gonna be looking for that lower bomb site, but JS Feltner good for the first. Oh, looking for the second inside a lobby as well. That's a man advantage that InControl haven't seen for a few rounds now. We're gonna be feeling quite happy on that. FET is getting into a chaotic position. Ooh. Raise down Dylan. Start to wheel that advantage back into the T side's favor, but will fall to the op of Milo. 4 versus 2 as the door is open. It does look like this last second plant is going to be what bad news Capybara seek to find. JS Feltner unable to hit the smoke spray. So the bomb will go down, and these nades locking InControl out from the ramp. Oh, and Gabe is going to go in for the push, able to spray down 2. Tyra now has to do this. 1 versus 1. Does have the kit. Fast in position. Oh, taken down. Flattened. So it is going to be InControl, starting to shore this one up. 9-8 as they defuse the bomb. And that's also going to do the service of finally cutting down bad news Capybara's economy to a manageable size. We are going to get the timeout here. There is enough for a force buy on the bad news Capybara side, but they could also just have Laffy T's and Gabe distribute some pistols, go for a force. We do love our pistol forces in North America. Tech 9 Rush. As American as baseball and apple pie. Does look like that's going to be the case. J-Chan. No, it's going to be the full force. Bad news Capybara. They're not going to let InControl get a foothold. They want this one to end here and now. Now, is it going to be bad news? Are the bad news Capybaras bearers of good fortune? Anyone got any Capybara facts? Big push outside for the T side. They're looking for your usual push on into secret, but haven't smoked the entire cross from red, so Tyra going to be in a golden spot. But as I say that, the smokes rain in. Should have that outside push in hand here for the bad news Capybara. No nades left for InControl, so they won't be splitting that smoke. Tyra gonna have to risk it all for the spray. Try and stop this push. Milo already taken down. The rest of the Cappies make their way into secret. Tyra looking for the Tyra looking for the wrap as Seabass takes another. Wait a minute. Possibility here. There we go. Re-answered back by the bad news Capybara. 2 versus 2. One of those two is Jay Chance, who does have the bomb and is already going to make his way back on up to the upper site. This should be the bomb plant for bad news Capybara in the last couple of seconds of this round as InControl scramble to make their way back on. I'm going to be planted between the silos, and planted for heaven. Pretty typical strategy here. As far away from the CT side as you can possibly make it. See if Beast can close this one out as a 1 versus 2. He's got Grave Kevin off to his right on the Asian vent. Ooh, good kill to start it off. Pulls out the nade at the wrong time, and it's J Chance to clean this one up. 9-11. You gotta feel like at this point, you have to go for the save if you're in control. You can maybe force with pistols, but you really don't have the money to force with pistols and with anything more than pistols and armor. If they can pull this one off, they can definitely make a dent here. Not too many rounds separating these teams. Comeback is very, very real possibility here for InControl. And if there's any map where these eco weapons are going to be an absolute terror, it is going to be Nuke. Pyra spots one over by T-Roof, not able to quite hit the shot, so Seabass will take advantage. Down to 3/4 HP. Laffy T's is a good one. Over by ramp, doubles it up. Bad news, Capybara gonna roll their way on over. Oh, and it just continues to fall apart here for InControl. Sometimes you just lose one and you keep losing players, and pistols. Now, sometimes you can end up in a spot that you're unexpected, sometimes not, and you have to think that at this point, even a humble 5-7 would be a good thing to save for JS Feltner, but still looking to get involved on this round. Well, this is close, and it's the AWP to close out the round for J Chance. 12-9 InControl to have come so far. Really hoping they manage a couple more rounds on this one. Come so far, work so hard, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. Those weren't the lyrics. I was close. Tried so hard, got so far. Yeah, there it is. Already Laffy T's laughing all the way down vent. Already on the lower bomb site, gonna cause some problems for InControl. Let's see if Pyra can answer back. Ooh, not quite, but the TK from Seabass will at least have some bearing onto this round. 4 versus 4. You gotta feel like, you got so far, you wish you had gotten the kill. Oh, JS Feltner getting spotted here. Taken down by Seabass. Milo will answer back. Bad news, Capybara looking all too comfortable. They've got the ramp sectioned off. Not a whole lot of room left for InControl to play on this one. Bomb down, no kits. Can they pull this one off? The players are even here. Gabe changed that right off the bat. But again, this AWP keeping InControl in these rounds so well. Wheeler doing such a good job, getting so many shots, but not quite enough in the end. It's going to come down to Grave Kevin and his AK for the 13-9. Wow, what a first game. Nuke. An old classic. One where you can cause a lot of chaos moving around the map in unexpected ways. And it does seem that on this day, the bad news, Capybara, were able to skirt their way around and rip Control back. They melted the snow from under InControl's paws. So we are going to be going into a short break here. And if you haven't been here for the breaks before, I run trivia. I have to run ads to make sure they don't happen during the games. So I run the ads, I run the trivia. If you get 5 questions right, I gift you a free sub, and you don't have to see ads in the future. Granted, the ads will be running when nothing's happening anyway, But if you come back at a time that we're not running ECL and I run ads, you don't have to see them. It's pretty sweet like that. So I will see you in just a few minutes. And when we come back, we're going to head to Mirage. And that is going to be it